What's up, boys? With part 2 of the Harvest promo dropping today, we're going to be taking a look at the newly updated theme team rankings for Madden 23 Ultimate Team. As you guys can see, I already have 3 of the tiers filled out. We've got S tier, 1A, 2A, B, and C. I split up the A tier just because I think that there are a lot of teams that qualify for the A tier, so I went 1A and 2A. Pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be going over the final 10 theme teams left that I haven't ranked, taking a look at the lineups, all that good stuff. If you guys want to see more theme team content, gameplays, rankings, all that good stuff, this is definitely the channel to be at, so consider subscribing if you haven't already. But we are going to look at number 10, which is going to be the LA Rams theme team. I went ahead and plugged Matthew Stafford in the starting lineup. He came out today. He's a 90 overall. I plugged him in the starting quarterback position just because he gets 1 AP Gunslinger and he has 4 AP Set Feet Lead. You could also go Fearless instead of Gunslinger. I just like that ability stack up more than I believe it was Kosar. No, it was Burt Jones who is the other Rams quarterback if we look. Yeah, so I just went and put Stafford in there. You could use Burt Jones if you want to, but I don't know why you would. This is a solid offense. I'm not really going to be taking offensive line into much consideration because if you really want to, you can just run fillers at those positions. Looking at our receiver 1 and 2 for this team, Dante Hall and Cooper Kupp, both really good. Kupp is probably one of the best receivers in the game. It's just our receiver 3 and our tight end are kind of dragging this team down. Higbee and Cooks just aren't real viable options in this game right now. Dickerson is going to be a middle-of-the-pack running back for me. He's 91 speed, so 93 speed on the theme team. He has really good size. Dickerson isn't bad, but there are definitely some better running backs out there that you could be using. So overall offense, decent. You know, it's got good enough players in the right positions. And then on defense, the reason this team's so high ranked is Aaron Donald, 93 overall, is the best pass rusher in the game. You guys see a lot of people running this double or nothing and edge threat for 3 AP right there, and it's just insane to stop. So we've got Leonard Floyd, Aaron Donald, Merlin Olsen, all just screaming at the quarterback. Even Clay Matthews, too. I don't know why I didn't mention him. Clay Matthews might be the second best pass rusher in the game right now. He gets double or nothing for 1 AP, and then in the tier 3 slot, if you want to run 2 edge threats and 2 double or nothings, you can do that for 7 AP with both those guys, which is kind of absurd. So Clay Matthews, Aaron Donald, same theme team is pretty much why they're in the top 10. Also, we've got some good corners, Anus Williams, Night Train Lane, and Jalen Ramsey. We also got Nolan Cromwell, who we see on a ton of teams. One of the best strong safeties out right now. London Fletcher at user. And you could be using Leonard Floyd, too, as a user or as a pass rusher. He's just a really good card. And the reason the Rams are there is just because they're a pretty well-rounded team. So Rams are going to lead off the 2A tier. We also have one more team that we're going to add to 2A in front of the Rams. That's going to be the San Francisco 49ers. We could definitely see an overall increase with the skill position players. Arguably, this team could be in 1A, but I've got him leading off the 2A tier right now. Our starting quarterback, Steve Young, who he gets past lead elite for 3 AP, Gunslinger for 1 AP, but Gunslinger and Fearless being in the same bucket kind of sucks. Plus, he's a lefty, so really just not the best quarterback with ability stack compared to, you know, some of the guys we've just gotten. Aaron Rodgers, or if you want to use John Elway, of course. Christian McCaffrey's going to be a top-end running back card. Can't really get much better than him for receiving backs. We've got Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, and I'd probably start Debo over Crabtree just because of the speed difference. So put Debo at the receiver 3 spot. Really good receivers, really good running back. Quarterback is good, but not the best. George Kittle, really good tight end. Offensive line, said I wasn't going to talk about it, but Trent Williams is a really good left tackle. And, you know, with Moss just coming out today, he gets 3 AP route tech, 0 AP deep out elite. So 3 AP for the 2 best abilities in the game is definitely a deal. And if you want to power up Jerry Rice, I believe he gets route tech as well, or maybe it's deep out elite. I'm not too sure, but Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Deebo Samuel, nasty receiver room. We have George Kittle as well at tight end. And the thing that's dragging the Niners theme team down right now, in my opinion, is the defense. So you can see right here, Deion Sanders is gonna be one of, if not the best cornerback in the game. 96 speed on this theme team once you get that card from leveling up. But outside of that, we really don't have any top-end cards. Like Womack is an old Team of the Week LTD from preseason, only going to be 90 speed at 5'9". So he's probably going to get dunked on quite a bit. Fred Warner, I'd say, is the second best card or third best card on this team. It's really Deion Sanders, Nick Bosa, and Fred Warner. And I meant to say third best card on the defense. You know, Rob Woodson is an old legend, 89 speed. Fred Warner, 90 speed, 6'3" for your user. And also Nick Bosa. The offense is really good. The Niners theme team will eventually come around because they have a lot of legends in this game. We're just waiting on some of the high-end defensive cards to be added to the team. Once they fill out at corner and safety, this will, no question, be a top 5, maybe even top 3 theme team in the game. Just right now, Niners is good, but not great, in my opinion. We're going to be moving up to the 1A tier. Another team that gets Deion Sanders, we're going to put the Dallas Cowboys in this tier as the first team. It's really going to be the last team. Like all the other teams are going to go in front of them. but Cowboys is going to be the first team we look at. All right, so this is the Dallas Cowboys theme team. We've got Jason Witten at tight end, one of the best tight ends in the game. Harold Carmichael, Michael Irvin, Amari Cooper, Emmitt Smith, Dak Prescott. So really good skill position players. Dak Prescott, not the best, because I just realized he gets set, lead, and fearless in the same player ability bucket, which sucks. I don't know why you can't get both of those. You know, it's kind of just an annoying thing. Maybe because his overall is a little bit low, but set, lead for 3 AP. Then after that, I don't even know if I'd run any other abilities on this card. Set, lead hopefully gets the job done for him, but it is what it is with Dak. Luckily, you've got 94 speed, Emmitt Smith in the backfield, and then Michael Irvin, Amari Cooper, and Harold Carmichael to value out. Also, Jason Witten. So really good supporting cast around Dak Prescott. Is just a matter of whether or not Dak Prescott can get the job done, which I think he should. And, you know, worst case scenario, you just have a lot of coins you get Elway after Blitz promo, because price will probably drop. But regardless, Cowboys team looks really, really good on offense. Really good. Irvin's fast. Harold Carmichael's a demon. Amari Cooper is 91 speed. Not the best route running, but is going to get 93 speed on the theme team. So we could see definitely an increase in quality of players. Just fully skill position, all decked out. I mean, Niners, Cowboys, I know it's probably, it's a tough, kind of a toss-up, but I think that the Cowboys defense is a little bit better. We're going to have Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Ware coming off the edge. Also, we're going to have Trayvon Diggs and Deion Sanders as our 2 corners. Malik Hooker up top at safety. And you could theoretically use Anthony Barr as your user. He's 89 speed, 6'5". Not the fastest, but I would rather use him as your user than Leighton Vander Esch. And then on the defensive line, we're going to have Ed Tutall. We're going to have Dorrance Armstrong, DeMarcus Ware. And I'm pretty sure that's it. So, like, I think it's a toss-up between Cowboys and Niners. They probably should be in the same tier. Actually, I'm going to do that now. So we're going to move Niners up to 1A. Yeah, we're going to move Niners up to 1A and Cowboys right in front of them just a smidge. Yeah. I think I'm going to stay with that. I really like this Diggs card, especially because he's free. Same with Hooker, the Dallas Cowboys theme team. And we are going to move on to our next team in 1A, which is the Philadelphia Eagles. Another team from the NFC East. Just lost our first game to the Commanders. Sorry for mentioning that. I'm just a sad Bills fan, so I got to, bring other teams down with me. But we're going to take a look at the Philadelphia Eagles lineup if I can find it. Where is this team? Okay, so we got the Eagles here. Is there any switching around we need to do? Probably Harold Carmichael for... Wow, these are actually stacked receivers. Okay, so we got Vic at quarterback. Our receivers are Harold Carmichael, Mike Wallace, A.J. Brown, Art Monk. I honestly don't know who to replace. I guess for Carmichael, I don't know. But that's 4 really good receivers. So empty set Eagles might be the move. Keith Jackson at tight end. I would honestly just... I don't know if you can put a receiver at tight end. Harold Carmichael, though, I don't even know. So all these receivers are what? 95 speed on the theme team, 94 speed on the theme team, 95 speed on the theme team. And then you've got a 6'8", 92 speed receiver in Harold Carmichael. So all the receivers are really good. We got Shady at running back, who's going to be 94 speed. And we also got Vic, which is going to be 92 speed. So this is a very explosive offense. Keith Jackson, not the best tight end, but like I said, your receivers are all really good there. On defense, we've got Jordan Poyer, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Brian Dawkins. So 3 really good safeties. Rasul Douglas, Eric Allen. Not the best corners, but you could also move C.J. Gardner-Johnson down to nickel corner if you needed to. Jordan Hicks is a new user that came out alongside Joyner. Then rushing the quarterback, we'll have Reggie White, Javon Curse, William Perry, Fletcher Cox. Really good defensive line. So we could tell now we're kind of, increasing on the quality of these theme teams. Eagles, I'd say justifiably is better than Cowboys and Niners, and they should continue to get upgrades because they have the best record in the NFL right now. So Eagles justifiably, I think, at 1A. Next team we're going to look at is, I forgot for a second, the Chicago Bears theme team. Just for some reason, they are decked out this year. So Eagles, I would say, are pretty solid. Bears apparently are better in my rankings. I am working on the spreadsheet. It's not fully done yet. That's why we're doing the tier ranking system, but the spreadsheet should be updated by the end of today. And I just feel like the tiers is a little bit better instead of just single-handedly ranking the teams. Whatever. So we got the Bears theme team here. Jay Cutler, Justin Fields did just come out. What abilities does he get? Sephi lead for 3, evasive for 1, fast break for 1. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, not going to lie. You could also run Cutler if you wanted to. And go Sephi lead for 3 and either Fearless for 3 or Gunslinger for 1. Interesting. Aside from that, we've got Matt Forte. I'd start Walter Payton over him. Devin Hester, Chase Claypool, Brandon Marshall, Greg Olson. So really good receiver and tight end. Offense definitely looks pretty good. Pretty filled out offense. And then we look at the defense here. We got Eddie Jackson, who just came out today. 90 speed, 92 on the theme team. Charles Tillman, Tracy Porter, Justin Fields is 90 speed, but he is 6'3" as your nickel corner. That's not bad at all. We've also got the Fridge, Julius Peppers, Leonard Floyd rushing the passer, Brian Urlacher, Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack. So Bears theme team, well-rounded, very well-rounded. Skill position, offense looks great. If I were to nitpick, I would say safety help would be ideal. Just getting a good, strong safety in there. Jackson should be good enough to leave up in his zone. But Patterson, who knows? But the corners are really good. Users are both really good. Khalil Mack, Leonard Floyd off the edge, Peppers. So Bears theme team, I also think deserves this spot. And the next team we're going to look at is the Minnesota Vikings theme team. The Vikings just went crazy with Team of the Week, sadly, because they played in Game of the Year versus my Bills. No comment on that one. But unfortunately, I still have to look at this team. So Vikings theme team, we've got Dave Casper at tight end. We've got Randy Moss, who just came out, 95 speed on this team with the best abilities in the game, route tech for 3, and deep out elite for 0, which is just simply flat out absurd. We've got Diggs as our 4th receiver, Justin Jefferson, Mike Wallace. So somehow this receiving room is better than the Eagles theme team. Dante Culpepper at quarterback. Running back is Cordell Patterson. Could use Dalvin Cook upgrade, even though we just got one for free. How fast is Dalvin Cook? 91 speed. So he's 93 speed on the theme team. That Dalvin Cook, I'd probably start over Patterson. But Jefferson also just came out, route tech for 3. If you want it, and deep out for 4. So 7 AP, and you have route tech and deep out, and then what was Randy's? Was it route tech? Yeah, route tech and deep out. For 7 AP, you have the 2 best abilities in the game on probably the 2 best receivers in the game. And we also got Mike Wallace, who just happened to come out in the same team of the week drop as Justin Jefferson. Route tech for 3, deep out. I'd probably go short in for 1, actually. Yeah, I would go short in for 1 just to have another man-beating receiver and kind of save AP for your quarterback or tight end or wherever else you want to use it. But clearly, Vikings offense is really good. And on defense, they also got Patrick Peterson in the team of the week drop, which is amazing. You know, perfect. He gets mid-zone for 2. Wouldn't use that. But I would use either Pickars for 0 or Acro for 2. Acro for 2 is probably the move here. And then I don't know what else you'd put on him. But Patrick Peterson, one of, if not the best corner in the game. And then rushing the passer, we have McGill, John Randall, Zadarius Smith, and then I guess could Chad Greenway. I'm not too sure. The 3rd or the 4th pass rusher I'm not too sure of, but we've got Hicks, we've got Kendricks over the middle. Safeties are a little sus, and the rest of the corners are a little sus. It's just this offense is so loaded that they are so high ranked because, I mean, it's crazy. It really is just crazy. The Vikings theme team, lots of studs, lots of high-end cards, like a plethora of high-end cards. So what are the Vikings? They're in 5th right now because I am including the Legends theme team in these rankings. Trust me, I didn't forget about them. Legends theme team is in here. I just don't have a logo for them because I just did the NFL whatever. So Vikings are going to be the last team in 1A, and then this is going to be our top 3 out of the 4 teams, and then obviously the Legends theme team. Next team we're going to take a look at, though, is the Baltimore Ravens. I think it's pretty visual that this is the best team we've looked at so far. At receiver, Hester, Jones, Mike Wallace again. Darren Waller just came out today, 6'6". I believe he gets 1 AP short and elite. And he also gets 1 AP tight end apprentice if you guys want to run that. So really good abilities on Darren Waller. Also 6'6", definitely helps. Todd Heap, 6'5". A little bit slower, but still a really good tight end. You can see now we're looking at crazy offensive lines, 93, 90, 92, 87. And then you get a left guard filler. And you're pretty much set. RG3 at quarterback or McNair, whichever one you want. Doesn't really matter. Ricard at fullback. Waiting on, really the only hole is left guard and running back on this team. And Ricky, it's not even like Ricky's bad. He's just an older card, Campus Hero LTD. So, maybe this team gets a Ray Rice upgrade and we've got another really good high-end card. But offense, stellar. Defense, we've got Sanders, McAllister, Roll. 3 good corners. Reed, Woodson, Elliott, even Hamilton's playable. And then in the box, Mosley, Lewis, Roquan Smith, Paul Kruger, Zadarius Smith off the edge, along with T. Sizzle, and Sam Adams and Saragusa. So clearly, this team is absurd, worthy of top 4 ranking and top tier ranking, in my opinion. And that is why the Ravens are S tier. I don't think I have the S tier rankings in any order, but the next team we're going to look at is the Packers theme team. Aaron Rodgers just came out today. And with Aaron Rodgers, this team was already absurd, but now we get Aaron Rodgers, who you can go set feet lead for 2 AP. And wait, what's his gunslinger? He doesn't get gunslinger? That's not wrong. He actually doesn't get gunslinger. I guess you don't need it with his fastest release in the game, but Power Master for 2 AP, Fearless for 2 AP, Sefty Lee for 2 AP. And I guess if you got Gunslinger, there'd be no reason to upgrade your quarterback for the rest of the year. But we got Aaron Rodgers, Donald Driver, Mark Clayton, Devontae Adams, 3 really good receivers, Keith Jackson, Aaron Jones, and another really good offensive line. So the Packers theme team is full of studs on offense. And on defense, we've got Leroy Butler, in my opinion, the best strong safety in the game. He's probably the second best now that Jeremy Chin just came out. Micah Hyde, who's still usable. Charles Woodson, Rasul Douglas, Jair Alexander. 3 solid corners. Clay Matthews off the edge, who we already talked about. Gets 2 of the best abilities in the game for 4 AP. Julius Peppers, Reggie White, Seth Joyner. We also get Ted Hendricks as a user alongside Devondre Campbell. So 6'4" and 6'7" at user. Definitely can't hurt. You've also got Zadarius Smith. So a lot of cards on this defense. Just a really solid, well-rounded team. I would say dude, between the Ravens and the Packers, I really don't know. If I were to pick one, I would probably pick Packers just because of the Aaron Rodgers release. But yeah, we'll do that. Packers in front of the Ravens. And then the last team we're going to look at, or the second last team, because we've got the Legends as well, is the Raiders theme team. I think the Raiders theme team is the only theme team to get 2 of the Masters that came out today for the Harvest 2 promo. You can see right here, Darren Waller and Randy Moss. We already talked about both of them. Devontae Adams, Jerry Rice, MJD, Jacobs, or Dickerson. You know, you really can choose whatever running back you want. And Dante Culpepper or Derek Carr, depending on which one you prefer. But I would say the skill position players are right up there with any team that we've looked at so far. On defense is where this team really stands out for me. We've got Mike Haynes, D'Angelo Hall, Tracy Porter, Charles Woodson, Eric Allen. 5 corners right there. You don't even have to play a safety. And then we got the comp pass, Isaiah Palomalo, or however you say his name. He gets 1 AP pick artist. Hendricks as your user. You can rush Khalil Mack off the edge. Richard Seymour plugging up the middle with Howie Long. And Rob Martin, Rod Woodson, Chandler Jones if you want. So the Raiders theme team always going to be at the top of the list in these theme team rankings. That's just how it is. Last team we're going to look at is the Legends theme team, who, in my opinion, will always be the #1 theme team just because they get every single Legends. Let's just do these in order. Legends, Packers, Ravens, Raiders. That's my top 4 right there. So with the highest overall Legends cards, this team is worth 23.6 million coins. See, we have the best players at every single position on the offensive line. We have not the best. I guess you could put Pete there. He's right up there with Darren Waller. Not as fast, but 6'7" or what is it? 6 foot. Yeah, 6'7". LA quarterback. DJ Johnson, Moss, Hester, Wallace. And remember, you can use any combination of any of the Legends cards you want with this team. These are just the highest overalls. Every single position on this team is going to be nasty. So Legends theme team, there's a lot of lenience with what players you can run. Like I would go Clay Matthews here. And I'm not going to go through every single position, but you guys get the gist. They get every single best card in the game. The Legends theme team is something I'm going to be building after the Blitz market drop. Not that you guys care. This is a theme team rankings video. So Legends theme team #1 for me. Packers 2, Ravens 3, and Raiders 4. And then the rest of it is pretty much in order as well. If you guys have any problems with this list, let me know down in the comments. But this is my opinion. And maybe we could fix something. Probably not, though. My list, my opinion. You know, that's really all I'm going off for this video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. That being said, Jock signing.